Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the PM Show. Year-end edition, Week 17 of the NFL season, the final season play here. Some teams have some things to play for. Other teams are ready to go into the playoffs. Next month we start the playoffs. We'll be handicapping those for you. When we say we, of course, we're talking about Eric Joseph from our newsroom. Yours truly, Michael Horn, Jimmy Mack, handicapper extraordinaire, and the great, ladies and gentlemen, Fred Dreyer, who has written many books on Major League Baseball catchers, and he has just completed a book on the famed Dodger catcher Joe Pignatano. I hope you can pick that one up and read that one at some point over there. Maybe I could be wrong about that. So let's, Fred Dreyer, what do we have here? We're going to come back to you. This is an important game. Detroit on the road, 3-point favorites playing at Green Bay.
Before we get into that, Piggy, I call him Piggy.
Yes, yeah.
Played his entire career with a wooden leg.
He did?
Yeah.
There you go.
Very tough. It's very difficult to get down in a crouch behind a plate.
That's very hard to do.
He would unscrew the leg and fold it backwards.
Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. There's a great Joe Pignatano from Fred Dreyer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to ask you a question now. I don't want to extrapolate here, but you got to be very careful in inter division games.
Yes.
Because these two teams got to be are very goosey about showing each other their stomachs, in games like this.
Right.
Who's playing for Green Bay and who isn't playing? Has it been announced?
Has it been announced to Jimmy Mack?
No, but they're saying that Aaron Rodgers is just going to might play just the first half.
Okay, it's going to be one of those deals, huh?
It's one of those deals. But it's still the name on that jersey says Green Bay, and they're playing at home.
Well, okay. All right. Detroit's still in it. They're probably going to be a wild card. They're going to play well. They're going to play everybody, and I would say that I'd give the points to Detroit, I guess, and I'll pick Detroit to win and to cover.
All right, there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it there from the great Fred Dreyer. And speaking of the great Fred Dreyer, he was signed by the famed New York Giants. They are at home this week, 3-point favorites over the Dallas Cowboys. What do you think on this one, Fred?
They will win at home, and they have the best quarterback, and I think he's hot right now, and I think the Giants seem to be healthy. I'm going to say this, with the proviso that I could be wrong. I think their coach is the better coach, and I think they're going to come out and lay some defense on Romo, and this could be the day that Jerry Jones jumps off the dome.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's from Fred Dreyer. What do you think, Jimmy Mack?
I totally agree. The Giants have been on the ropes all season, but they've refused to go down. They beat Dallas in Dallas. Why wouldn't they beat them here?
We got the famed Eric Joseph likes the New York Giants, and you know me, I go for the New York Giants at all times, so we have our first agreement here across the boards. Now we got New Orleans. They're at home, 8-point favorites over Carolina. Jimmy Mack.
Well, Carolina's trying to show off, what they got. Cam Newton's been playing excellent for a rookie, but I don't know. It's the Saints still. It's going to make it close, but I'll take the points.
So you're taking
I'm
Carolina.
Go with Carolina with the points.
I'm going New Orleans. What do you think, Fred Dreyer?
Well, it's going to be big. New Orleans big because it's the last game of the year, and the thinking here is you need to build momentum, and you need to establish yourself in the locker room with a great season-ending home win. You do not want to lay an egg at home getting ready for a playoff because I think they believe, as I do, that they got a shot at the Super Bowl. And I think they're going to steamroll this team with a pretty good young quarterback, but not much else.
So New Orleans all the way for you, as is Eric Joseph. We've got Tennessee, 3-point favorites on the road at Houston. What do you think, Fred Dreyer?
Tennessee on the road at Houston.
Tennessee, a 3-point favorite.
Yeah, is there an injury report?
Jimmy Mack?
Well, as far as I know, Houston still has the same injuries. It's not any different as far as I can see. The only thing is Houston already wrapped up the NFC South, and they're playing for number 3 seed in the playoffs.
So what do you think, Fred?
3-point favorite, Tennessee.
Yep.
Well, they're out of it, so they're not going to play worth a damn. I believe it's these playoff teams. It's one thing to want to rest people. It's another thing to lose and go belly up at home on the last game of the season before the playoffs.
Fred, they got a shot because they need a victory and some help with some other guys losing. Then they can get into the playoffs.
I'm going to go with the Texans.
All right, so am I. What about you, Jimmy Mack?
I'm taking Tennessee.
You're taking Tennessee, and Eric's taking Houston. All right, we got Baltimore, 2-point favorites on the road at Cincinnati. Jimmy Mack.
I'm going with Baltimore all the way.
I'm with you on that one. Fred Dreyer.
What's the points?
2 points.
2-point Baltimore?
Yep.
And both teams have to win, right?
Yep.
Any injuries we should know about?
Just the same as it's been. Nothing different.
All right, I'm going to go with the Ravens.
All right, Baltimore Ravens in there. Finally, Pittsburgh, 7-point favorites on the road at Cleveland. Jimmy Mack.
Well, Pittsburgh's got to play good. He's hurt. He's like limping around. Big Ben.
What's your pick?
I'm going with Pittsburgh.
I'm going with Pittsburgh. Fred Dreyer.
Pittsburgh.
And so is Eric Joseph. All right, when we come back, we'll be looking at Jacksonville. 3.5-point favorites over Indianapolis, ladies and gentlemen, playing at Jacksonville. Have a little bit more for you. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more games in the next segment. We're going to have to move. We'll get it done. Stay with us. It's the year-end edition of the PM Show, Handicapper's Corner with Fred Dreyer, Jimmy Mack, Eric Joseph, and yours truly, Michael Horn.